Hi and welcome to Showsters classes. You can WhatsApp or call us at the number given on the screen for any doubts, queries or for full videos on our courses. Today we'll be doing quasi-competitive solution. Now P is equals to F Q1 plus Q2. We consider a market in which there are two firms which produces one homogeneous product. The inverse demand function states prices as a function of the aggregate quantity sold. That is, I have already written P equals to F Q1 plus Q2. Over here Q1 and rather Q2 are the level of the duopolist's output. Each duopolist depends upon his own output level and that of his rival for the revenue. That is R1, that is of the first revenue of the first duopoly is equals to Q1 F Q1 plus Q2, which is equals to, let it be R1 Q1 comma Q2. Similarly R2 is equals to Q2 F Q1 plus Q2, which is equals to R2 Q1 comma Q2. The profit of each equals his total revenue less his cost. That is, pi 1 of the first duopolist is R1 Q1 comma Q2 minus C1 Q1, and pi 2 is equals to R2 Q1 comma Q2 minus C2 Q2. Now the perfectly competitive solution is characterized by the equality of price and marginal cost. The quasi-competitive solution for a market with a small number of sellers is defined as a solution that would be achieved if each seller followed the competitive rule. It is determined by solving the equations. Let me write the equations. P equals to F Q1 plus Q2, which is equals to C1 dash Q1. That is, P is equals to F Q1 plus Q2, which is equals to C2 dash Q2. And this is valid for all P, Q1 and Q2 values. The quasi-competitive solution may or may not be achieved for in any particular market. In either event, it is provided a standard which various small number solutions may be compared. Such comparisons are particularly important in welfare economics. For illustration, let the demand and the cost functions be given by as follows. Now putting this putting all this in the first equation and solving them and putting them in the equations we have, that is pi 1 and pi 2, we'll get the quasi-competitive solution. Now I have done that before, so I can tell you what the values will be. That is, Q1 is equals to 185, Q2 is equals to 5, P is equals to 5, pi 1 is equals to 0, which means 0 economic profit in the long run, and pi 2 is equals to 12.5. This solution is compared with the solutions that follow. Thus, we can state this as a quasi-competitive solution. With this, we come to an end of another great question. Please like, subscribe and click on the notification icon. You can WhatsApp or call us at the given number for any doubts, queries or for full videos on our courses. Stay tuned as we'll be back with more such concepts, more such questions and more such amazing videos. Thank you for being a part. Have a nice